My parents believed my little sister's lie, watched my dad punch me, and tossed me out like trash. 7 years later, the same people called me crying because they were about to lose their home. They didn't want closure. They wanted my money. I grew up in the Chicago suburbs in a picture-perfect house. Dad worked finance and mom lived for appearances. I was the golden kid until my parents adopted a little girl. Overnight, everything became about her. I got jealous, then got over it. Or I thought I did. We weren't best friends, but I looked out for her. She loved attention. That's why the betrayal hit like a truck. One October night, my senior year of college, my phone blew up with missed calls and hate texts. I called my dad. Get home, now. He hung up. When I pulled into the driveway, my uncle ripped my door open. I'm gonna kill you, he yelled. Inside, the living room was packed with relatives. My sister was curled into my grandma, shaking and sobbing. Everyone stared at me like I was a disease. Mom's voice was raw. How could you do that to your own sister? Dad said, she says you've been going into her room at night. I just kept repeating, I never touched her, ever. My sister added lines like she'd rehearsed them. You said no one would believe me. You said you'd hurt me if I told. Then it happened in slow motion. Dad stepped in close and his fist came up. Then my jaw snapped and my mouth filled with blood. Next, my knees hit the carpet like someone cut my strings. After that, he roared, you're no son of mine. Then he stripped my wallet and yanked every card he paid for. Finally, he grabbed my shirt and threw me down the front steps. Trash bags of clothes followed. My gear followed. The door slammed. Come near us again and I'll end you, Dad shouted. They cut my tuition, my insurance, and my whole life in one night. Rumors did the rest. I lost my spot on the team, then my truck, then my apartment. I slept wherever I could, including an equipment shed, showering in locker rooms and eating like a stray. One February night, my coach caught me in that shed. I was bundled in hoodies, jaw still clicking wrong, trying not to freeze. He didn't lecture me. He just sat beside me and listened. The next day, he brought a space heater and an air mattress. That was the first time since my family that someone chose me. After school, I took jobs where nobody asked questions. Bouncer, day labor, security. I drank too much because silence was louder than alcohol. One night, some guys recognized me from old gossip and jumped me in a parking lot, calling me a predator. I left the hospital with cracked ribs, a wrecked shoulder, and a bill I couldn't pay. That's how I ended up on a bridge, soaked and shaking, ready to drop. An old man with a fishing rod walked up like it was normal. Bit cold for a swim, don't you think? He didn't call me a monster. He said, come eat, death can wait. He was a retired Marine who ran a small security company. He gave me a room, a job, hard rules, and a therapist who didn't let me drown. I rebuilt. I got steady. I met my wife through work, and when I finally told her the truth, she just said, I believe you. That sentence stitched me